everyone and welcome back. This week we have been celebrating the first anniversary of the canonization of St. John Paul II, and today we're going to talk about the miracles that led up to his canonization. After his death, millions of people gathered in Rome to celebrate the life and death of this great man and pay their respects to someone who has touched the lives of so many people. Many of them believe that he should be Santo Subito, with signs and everything all over the Vatican. But unfortunately the Vatican already has rules and regulations as to how someone can become a saint. Even so, John Paul II was able to be canonized quite soon after his death on April 2nd. Only 9 years later, he was canonized a saint. To be beatified, a person has to have a miracle attributed to them. And then to be canonized, you have to have another miracle attributed to the intercession of that person. For John Paul II, his first miracle was Sister Marie Simon Pierre, a French nun who was suffering from Parkinson's disease, the same disease that killed our beloved Pope.
At first, I couldn't see John Paul II on television. Seeing his illness during his last year of life was very difficult for me because I was thinking of how I would face that same situation in the coming years. Since May 14th, there was a phrase that followed me constantly. It said, "If you believe, you will see the glory of God." In the midst of my suffering, there was something that gave me strength to keep on going, telling me that with faith, anything is possible.
The key day came on June 2nd. Her health had worsened. She asked her superior to allow her to stop working because she couldn't even stand. Her superior told her that John Paul II had not yet said his last word. She told her to write the Pope's name on a piece of paper. She did, but it was completely illegible. However, that same evening, she felt like she had to write it again. She woke up feeling transformed and with a great sense of peace.
When I went to the chapel to pray, I realized that my arm was moving and I wasn't motionless beside my body, which was swaying. During the Mass, I knew for certain that I had been cured.
The Congregation for the Causes of Saints carefully examined the case and determined the cure had no scientific cause.
The second miracle, and the miracle that led to his canonization, was the healing of Lourdes Mora Diaz, a Costa Rican mother who suffered from an incurable brain aneurysm.
She says that a voice spoke to her, and a hand coming out of this picture of John Paul II asked her to stand up. It was the day after she watched the beatification ceremony of the late Pope on TV.
The
second time, the voice told me, "Stand up, don't be afraid." I decided to stand up and answer, "Yes, Lord." And at this point, I got out of bed. I went to the kitchen where my husband was, and he told me, "My love, what are you doing here?" And I replied, "I'm feeling good."
Both these miracles were vigorously studied by doctors and specialists, both patients' original doctors as well as Vatican officials, who all agreed on the fact that there is absolutely no medical proof or scientific way of these diseases being cured. As my good friend Sherlock Holmes says, whenever you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. We have eliminated science, as that is impossible, so all that remains is the work of God through the intercession of St. John Paul II. St. John Paul II, pray for us.